My initial interest in design, I think when you're young, you don't have any comprehension really what design is. Your introduction to creativity in terms of creating something three-dimensional or anything at all comes through art. And that really came through school, through my dad, and introduction to galleries and things like that. And it was a little bit later, towards the end of my school years and then into university, that I understood what design was, and then a little bit later industrial design. As an individual, I'm quite driven, and it's enabled the studio to take quite big steps in a short amount of time. I think it's to do with work ethic and installing that in the people that work in the studio. And it's about competency as well. We are a small studio and a young studio, but there's quite a lot of knowledge here. I think timelessness is something we talk about a lot in our work. It's about things that are robust, things that are you would like to live with on a day-to-day basis for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And it's a bit of a different train of thought. I think, for example, if we take a chair, it's about how well made it is, how comfortable it is. My background is in very robust industrial design, where we would be briefed very heavily. And I do believe that as an industrial designer, if you give somebody a set of constraints, you push the limits. If you give somebody free rein, you're never really pushing anything. You're just doing a little bit here and a little bit there. So I'm a firm believer in getting a really good, constructive brief, which sets a very hard challenge for us. One of the things we do in the studio is we do a lot of research into materials technology. It's something that's providing a lot of new opportunities in terms of engineering capabilities. Is it lighter? Is it stronger? Is it faster? And I think this is the way we've seen a big change in the last few years in terms of composites and things like that. I think process is a fairly slow-moving thing. I think design is an ever-changing thing. Some things are always true in terms of, is something beautiful and functional, but I think it's about this idea of smartness and intelligence and how it adapts to the changing world around us.